What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are installing this amp research power step on a Rubicon Gladiator outside. We're back with Dave. Let's get this thing unboxed and see what we got. Before we go on, please hit that like button. That's super important to let everyone know that our videos don't suck. And it's time to get unhinged.
I figured it out. Pardon me.
Hopefully the wiring.
Hopefully the wiring. Amp's really good about all this packing.
What we have in the amp research power steps is all the necessary hardware and bracketry to fit up to this Rubicon, and we've got the wiring harness. I believe this is the control. Nope, what is this thing? Controller? This is the controller right here. Dave, what are these things? Servo motors, huh? If you need motors, you need servo motors. We got everything that we need to throw onto this Gladiator right here. Let's get into it. Well, I'm just gonna video Dave getting into it. Big round of applause for Dave. Your factory rails come off first, and then we start installing the actual mechanical rails down. These steps are designed for more of a convenience and a luxury to get into the vehicle. There are other brands that make specific rock-ready rails. If you want to know, leave us a comment and we'll share some of those companies as well. This is more specifically to help you get into your Jeep. So there it is. And these are the actual power steps themselves that you put your feet on to get into the Jeep. Pretty sturdy stuff too.
The fun part, lining all these up. Oh, I got it. It's just trying to get these things to sit right in the hole. What's that? Fun. It's gonna have to be good. Here we are, folks.
The John Show.
Well, yeah, especially when they keep telling you to stick it in the rails. That should have just told me to stick it in the rail. Attach the front support bracket 27 by inserting the carriage bolt 13 into the rail. Dumb it down to one step. Imagine the amount of bolts you could save.
Attach everything to rail. Attach rail to vehicle. Have a good day.
Okay, here. All right, there we go. We got it. There we go.
This is my first set of these, people, just so everybody's aware.
Want the driver front linkage onto the driver's side. This is the part everybody gets to see of me racking my brain on how to mount the driver front. Yes, okay, so these are both drivers. Doesn't really matter, front and or rear.
These are the hinges or pivots, Dave says. So the actual step's gonna go on this guy right here, and then these whoop, fold up and tuck out of the way, just like so. Pretty neat. And now the actual step itself is going on here. Don't drop tools, especially on toes.
You gotta kind of hope you don't drop it on your head. I mean, granted, it's not very heavy.
No, but still,
yeah.
Anything hitting you in the head, it's not good.
I don't like things falling on my head. Actually, lined that one up pretty good. That ain't 3.5 inches.
Dave's got the step mounted up on this sweet old Gladiator here. Now, we both feel like where the mounting points are for these steps kind of a little weird, a little kind of far back. I don't know. It almost looks like there should be maybe one more right there. These are the specific instructions from the company, and we did exactly that. That's what you did, yeah. This is your weight, where your weight distributed, yeah. For the most part, where these hinges are is where your weight is generally going to be on this step. So the back, you have your driver door, that's where you're basically putting your foot, and that's where that step attaches to. That must be the right way. Or maybe I'm obsessive compulsive and I just want things very even. I don't like odd numbers. John likes odd numbers. I don't like odd numbers. Now what you got there, servo motors?
I got a little servo motor here, it just kind of plops up in there. You gotta spline it just right.
Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Hey.
You gotta just kind of play with it.
And now we're on to Dave's favorite part, the wiring. Wiring is fun.
Go ahead and all the brakes. Go ahead and all the brakes.
So now, Dave, this is also going to tie into the auxiliary switches in the cab as well, yeah?
This is not.
This is not.
This is going to tie into the door ajar switches. So basically when you open your door and your lights come on, like the dome lights, stuff like that.
Oh,
basically
yeah.
It's tying into that and it's tapping off of the signal for that. So as soon as you open your door, it goes, hey,
And
I opened the door.
And this step comes out.
And then it has a little timer on the inside, so when you shut it, it takes 5 seconds or so.
And then it closes. I was completely wrong. Ignore most of the stuff I say and just listen to what Dave says. That's probably going to be helpful in the next few months here, these videos.
You'll learn, it's all right.
The door ajar switch.
Door ajar.
Door ajar.
Door ajar.
It fits pretty nicely in there.
It's snug. It's very snug. So we'll see if the wires reach. What we're supposed to.
Dave assumed that you'd have to tie into the door ajar switch, whatever you want to call it, terminal, thing, connector. Thing is the most popular term I use in these videos. But apparently now, instead of going into the inner fender, having to pull that whole inner fender apart and then hopping into the switch there, he thinks that you can just pop in through the floor and then hook it up through the actual door itself, which is good news. And now Dave is smiling, and it seems that we're in a good spot. And this harness actually looks long enough, to me. Some would say I'm a bad judge of length, but I don't know. Not my wife, though. She thinks I'm spot on. There we go.
Those are the joys of wiring.
This guy.
Yeah, sir, like I said, the joys of wiring.
It's nice. I like them for doing that. It's getting serious now.
Getting real.
We're getting mad real here.
Dave's got about 90% of the wires all run and the harness all set. Now, these puddle lights here are very important because you don't want to step into a puddle as you're getting out of your vehicle. Puddle lights. So once you get your puddle lights connected, Then you have to tie into the door or jar switches, which are somewhere in here. Yeah, good times. And here we are once again with Dave having to extend wires because the harnesses are not long enough. Poor guy.
Puddle lights. Yes, indeed. Puddle lights. Why things take forever to install.
Poodles doodles.
It's not fun.
But it is what it is.
You get it done. Oh, I pushed through. There we go. Okay, I got it. Recovery.
This video has taken a sudden turn. Now, the title of this video is, if you have power steps on a Gladiator and when everything is wired up correctly per the instructions and the steps are actually opening when the door is closed and closing when the door is open, we've got the fix for you coming up right now. Stay tuned. So John, what do you think, buddy? Heard that.
Did you figure out how to get that white piece out? Okay.
So I can't get it to unlatch, so.
Okay, so.
Got it.
Yeah, you gotta give her a jiggle. Commence the jiggling. Okay.
What'd you find, buddy?
All right, so after a little bit of finesse here, thanks to John, we figured out the polarity on the motor's wrong. I guess it's been pinned wrong from the factory. I guess the couple early sets went out and they were pinned wrong. So basically we just went down to each motor and switched the orange and the white wires. And now everything works as it should. But man, was that a headache.
There you go.
But we gotta figure it out. So, if you have amp steps and they're going backwards, that's how you fix it.
Orange and white wires.
Orange and white wires at the motor.
There you have it. That was another crazy video with Dave. Well, I swear, man, I don't know what it is. Every time he opens the box, there's something that's just not exactly correct. If you have any questions or comments, I think this thing took a bit of a turn there, but hopefully we can be helpful for anyone watching that has these steps, or maybe you're a tech. If you're having any issues with the things going backwards, there you are. Hopefully that helps. Thanks to Dave, another stellar job here. Make sure to subscribe and like, and we'll see you next time on another fantastic Dave Unhinged video install.
Yes, sir.
See ya.